India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Now I like to request Anjan Bonik sir, State Director of Tripura Chapter, to introduce Swami Nikhilashanandaji and say his word. Anjan Bonik sir.
Yeah. Thank you giving such an opportunity. First of all, I would like to thank our Joshi sir, who done a great work in this lockdown situation also, and he connected with all the part of our country through his innovative programs. And this is a very prestigious program on the occasion of 89th birthday of our respected former president of India and great scientist of our inspiration also, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Some once upon a time when he was president of India in 25th July 2002, and thereafter he visited Tripura on 4th October and 5th October. I got the opportunity to meet him and even cover also. So it's a great opportunity getting shabashi from him. And in this auspicious occasion, sharing the introducing our keynote speaker, Swami Nikhileshwarananda. It's a blessings for me also. Swami Nikhileshwarananda Maharaj Ji, he's a great inspiring personality for us. I think from since 1976 onwards, it hopefully 45-year long journey he have done with he is with in this platform, that is Ramakrishna Order or Vivekananda Order with Ramakrishna Mission. Now he is appointed as a Adhyaksha of Rajkot Ramakrishna Ashram, and he is a very great personality. Even he can talk in Bengali also. It is a very impressive thing for us. Even in one of my program, he introduced and he delivered his speech in Bengali. So it's another prestigious USP I can call that in this program also. I hope he will speak some words with in Bengali language also. So it will be impressive one. Maharaj Ji is also associated with science also. If we go through his background, he brought up in Gujarat in after 1947 when we got independence. After 1 year, he was born in Gujarat, and then he is simultaneously associated with science. He has done chemical engineering degree with honors in 1972, and then thereafter industrial engineering courses in post-graduation course in 1976, I think, if I am not wrong. So, and then in 1976, he attached with Ramakrishna Mission, Belur Mott, and thereafter in the decade of 89 to 2000, he was associated with Ramakrishna Ashram Rajkot. For 11 years, he started his journey in a very prestigious way, as he was a direct editor of one Gujarati monthly, which has been associated with Ramakrishna Ashram, that is Sri Ramakrishna Jyoti, which has been published from this organization, which was a prestigious also for our devotees. And when he was associated with in 1977 to 1986, he was associated with Jharkhand Ranchi Ashram. That time, this organization's one unit is there, which got prestigious award also. That is KVK award. The unit was Divana Krishi Vigyan Kendra. So I think his whole life is dedicated not only to spirituality, also with science. So it's a great opportunity to hear such a great personality here also. And one thing I would like to highlight very specially in when he was the head of the Porbandar Center, I think it is the time of 2006. At that time, he was the got the already he was a got opportunity to visit UK, and he got opportunity to attend the international conference on disaster management also. And due to that respect, he got the opportunity to work for the earthquake rehabilitation project, which has been started under the Vivekananda Institute of Value Education and Culture, in short VIVEC, VIVEC, and that has been inaugurated by our respected His Excellency President of India, Dr. APJ
Banik sir, hello. Banik sir,
मुझे लगता है प्रॉब्लम आ गया कनेक्शन में।
Abdul Kalam on the birth in Vivekananda in
I think some network problems. Now Dr. Harish Swami Das sir, invite Swamiji.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Shami Nikhilashanandi to represent his valuable words and thoughts in the memories of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So please, sir, share your thoughts and feeling with us.
ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति शांति शांति. Dear friends, it is a great pleasure to be with all of you this afternoon. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Malda District Chapter of National Council of Teachers Scientists, West Bengal, India, along with APJ Abdul Kalam National Council of Young Scientists, West Bengal, India, and Sovanagar High School Science Club, Malda, West Bengal, who have organized this webinar on the occasion of the 89th birth anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who was a great man of our nation. He was not only a great scientist and not only a great president or the Rashtrapati, or a great human being that was ever born in our country. We pay tribute to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam on this occasion. It's a great occasion when we are discussing about the life and teachings of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. All of you are aware, now his life is very well known. The Wings of Fire is a very important book. Many of his books have come out, and all of you are familiar with that, I'm sure. And his biography, autobiography is there in the book, The Wings of Fire, in which we come to know how from a very humble beginning of just distributing newspapers, a very, very poor boy goes for higher education, becomes a scientist, and does tremendous amount of work in ISRO and DRDO, and then goes on to become a leader of the whole nation, transforming, igniting the minds of young people, and then goes on becoming not only Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Bharat Ratna, ultimately becoming the President of India, Rashtrapati of the country. This is the whole journey is well known to all of you. I would request you to go through his book, The Wings of Fire. And his earliest book, the first book was India 2020, A Vision of the New Millennium. And that is the book that attracted me. Afterwards, Ignited Minds came up, in which he made a reference of his visit to our centers in Rajkot and Porbandar and all that. Now, in that, since that we have already got very limited time at our disposal, what I would straightway go for some of my sweet memories with Dr. Kalam, because all of you are acquainted with the life of Dr. Kalam and the teachings that he used to say and the great contribution that he has made for the nation. So all these things are available in the books. I'll straight away go into my personal memories of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, very sweet memories. In the limited time, whatever I could share, I will try to share. But first of all, I start, since it's a program for the youth and a lot of youth have joined, I would like to start by a song. Whenever we used to have programs, then Dr. Kalam used to inspire the youth and used to tell the youth to recite a poem that he had himself composed. And I will share with you this particular song of the youth. And this is the song of the youth that he will tell all the students to recite with him. For example, when he came to Port Bandar on 13th February 2002, he told the youths to recite this poem.
स्वामी जी बंगाली में थोड़ा बोलिए,
हाँ,
ज्यादा
हाँ।
बंगाली है वो चाहते हैं.
Okay.
Sorry disturb.
हाँ, ठीक আছে, একটু পরে বলবো. Song of the youth, me and my nation India. As a young citizen of India, armed with technology, knowledge and love for my nation, I realize small aim is a crime. I'll work and sweat for a great vision, the vision of transforming India into a developed nation powered by economic strength and value system. I am one of the citizens of a billion. Only the vision will ignite the billion souls. It has entered into me. The ignited soul, compared to any resource, is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth or under the earth. This is the sentence he used to recite so many times in almost all his lectures. What is that? The ignited soul, compared to any resource, is the most powerful resource on the earth, above the earth or under the earth. I'll keep the lamp of knowledge burning to achieve the vision of developed India. This is the poem that he made the students to recite whenever we had any programs. And I have many sweet memories of Dr. Kalam. So I would like to, first of all, tell about these memories in English. And afterwards, during the interaction, I'll try to tell something in Bengali. আমি এখন এই আমার মেমোরিজ ইংলিশে বলবো, তারপরে আপনারা যদি কিছু আরো জানতে চান আপনারা বাংলায় বলতে পারবেন, বাংলায় আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারবেন, আমি ট্রাই করব বাংলাতে আপনাদের রিপ্লাই দিতে. So for the time being, for the interest of those who are tuning in and those who do not know Bengali, I'll switch over again to English. But মাঝে মাঝে আপনারা যখন জিজ্ঞেস করবেন আমি আবার বাংলা আপনাদের সঙ্গে কথা বলবো, বাংলায় কথা বলবো. তো I was talking to you about Dr. Kalam. How I came to know about him is when I read the book, when I came to know about his book, India 2020, A Vision of the New Millennium. I was very much impressed because I used to meet all the youths. And I used to tell them that Swami Vivekananda predicted that India will become so great that its past glory will fade into insignificance. But the students would not listen to me. I had conducted hundreds and hundreds of youth programs and hundreds of schools, colleges. I went and talked to thousands of youths, thousands of students. But that time the atmosphere was very, very negative and students would not believe what I said, that Swami Vivekananda predicted that India will become great. But when this book came out with the facts and figures how India is rising, and if we all work hard, by 2020, we can become a developed country. That is the vision that was provided by Dr. Kalam. And that was very handy with me. And when I heard that he has taken premature retirement from DRDO for meeting the 100,000 youth of the country, that was his target, below the age of 20 years. I was charmed because I thought here is a man who is the real follower of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda said, my faith is in the younger generation. It is they who will work out my programs. And here is Dr. Kalam, taking premature retirement in order to have interaction with the youth. So I thought he is the person. Now I thought that why not I meet him and then give him some more literature on Swami Vivekananda, so he becomes a real messenger of Swami Vivekananda. So now how to call him? So I thought about a process. As you know, on 26 January 2001, there was a big earthquake in Gujarat, and as is the tradition of Ramakrishna Mission, immediately we started with relief work, 3 crores of rupees for primary relief, and with 17 crores of rupees. We constructed 81 school buildings and 6 colonies in the whole of Gujarat, out of which 37 school buildings and 3 colonies were constructed in Porbandar district when I was the in charge of Ramakrishna Mission Porbandar. So I thought one of the school buildings will be inaugurated by him. So I just telephoned him, and he himself took up the phone in Delhi and said, yes, Swamiji, I'll try to come, but just now I'm very busy. 2-3 times I telephoned, all the time he said, Swamiji, I'm very busy. I'll come, like that. Then I lost. Once I heard that he is coming to Rajkot for a function in Christ College on 25th December 2001. I took that opportunity and came from Porbandar to Rajkot in order to invite him personally. Then I sent a message to Dr. Kalam where I should meet you at the airport, because he had come only for a few hours. Morning he had come, in the evening he was to leave by the airport by the flight. So I asked him whether I should meet you at the airport or whether at your place of residence. He sent a message. Just look at him. Look at his simplicity. Look at his humility. He sent a message, Swamiji, you are a monk. I should come to meet you, not the other way around. And really he came without invitation. He came to our ashrama, Ramakrishna Ashram Rajkot, on his way to the airport. And then we were showing him the exhibition. And then on Swami Vivekananda, he asked, Swamiji, they are telling that I can't become a monk because I am not married. Is it true? Now, I was surprised because in Ramakrishna Mission, you can become a monk only if you are unmarried. If you are married, you are not. You are told to follow an ideal householder's life. So the first condition is that you should be unmarried. And yes, Dr. Kalam says that people are saying that because you are not married, how can you become monk? Then I couldn't understand what is the problem. I said, you see, Dr. Kalam, there are 2 types of flights. One is a hopping flight, Brahmacharya Ashram, Grihastha Ashram, Vanaprastha Ashram, and Sannyas Ashram. If you follow the hopping flight, yes, you must get married and become a householder and follow the Grihastha life, Grihastha Ashram. But there is a direct flight from Brahmacharya Ashram to Sannyas Ashram, and we, the monks of Ramakrishna order, have taken direct flight from Brahmacharya Ashram to Sannyas Ashram. Then he said, oh, Swamiji, then I will also take direct flight. So anyway, then we thought whether we should take him to the temple. He said, yes, sure, Swamiji, I will go. But what happened, and when we took him to the temple, we wanted to show the temple right from the outside only, because it was getting late for him to go to the airport. But he went inside and sat down with the monks who were singing. That time the evening prayer was going on, Khandana Bhavabandhana. And then he sat down along with them, near the monks who were singing. And then he went into deep meditation. Now it was very difficult. It was getting late, and the security people said, what are you doing? And then we told in his ears, Dr. Kalam, it is getting late, but there was no response. Then we shook him. Then he got up. And I said, Dr. Kalam, yeah, it is getting late for the airport. Oh, okay. Then he stood up, then just ran all the way from the temple from one end to the last end, then got down, climbed down the stairs, and then his shoes were there near the stairs. He did not wear the shoes. He just took the shoes on his hand and just ran towards the car, waiting a little distance, and then sat down in the car and started wearing the shoes. Then we asked Dr. Kalam, what happened? Dr. Kalam said, you know, Swamiji, the music was divine. It entered into my ears, then it entered into my heart, then it entered into my soul, and I was lost. That is the word he used. I was lost in meditation. But later on in Calcutta, during the function of Swamiji's ancestral place, he told that when I was at Rajkot, I went into deep meditation, And for the first time, I came to have the first-hand experience that time becomes indeterminate at some stage. What a wonderful idea, what a wonderful explanation. Yes, this is what really happens when you go into samadhi state. You go beyond time, space, and causation. So he told in his own way, without giving the name samadhi, he said uh, that uh, his mind, he had deep meditation, and for the first time he came to know that that the time becomes indeterminate at some stage. So that is how. And then when he was leaving, I said, Dr. Kalam, I have come all the way from Porbandar to invite you personally to Porbandar. Please do come. Then Dr. Kalam says, Swamiji, I'll surely come. I'll try to come. And then I made 2-3 calls, but he said, Swamiji, I'm very busy. So I left the hopes. Suddenly one afternoon, I had a call from Dr. Kalam. Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, I'm going to Prasla, which is about 100 kilometers from Porbandar. So I'll be getting down at Porbandar airport, and then go by car to Prasla. So I've got only, but there is a very short gap because the flight comes at 12:30 and 3 o'clock is my program at Prasla. So I make only half an hour in Porbandar. I said, doesn't matter, but you please come. You had given promise, so please come. We will make a short program at Porbandar. And then he said, okay, Swamiji, I'll let you know. Second day, he himself telephoned. Swamiji, I'm very sorry. I can't come this time. I will have to make a special program for you because the flight timings have changed. Now it is coming at 1:30 p.m. So I will have to drive straight to Prasla. I said, Dr. Kalam, but in the meanwhile, these youths here, the students have become very enthusiastic that you are coming. They will become disappointed if they hear that you are not coming. Then Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, is there any other flight from Bombay to Porbandar? I said, no, only one flight. And suddenly the idea struck me. Yes, but there is a morning flight from Bombay to Rajkot. If you come to Rajkot from morning flight, we can take care of your journey from Rajkot to Porbandar by car. You can have a program in Porbandar, and then from here you can go to Prasla. Everything will be done. Dr. Kalam said, yes, Swamiji, let me think over. I'll come back to you. Third day, again, he himself telephoned. Swamiji, I'm coming. I'll come on 12th February to Rajkot, and 13th February in the morning you take me to Rajkot, and then from there 13th afternoon I have a program in Prasla. I said, sure. So then I went to Rajkot on 12th, met him at evening that tomorrow morning I'll come. And Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, you could have sent only a driver. Why you came all the way personally? I said, well, it is a privilege for me. I will be spending some valuable time with you. So 13th February 2002, we started from Rajkot at about 8:15 a.m. And within 3 hours, we reached Porbandar. And only 2 of us were there in the car. So naturally, I got a lot of time. And then as soon as we sat down, Swamiji said, Swamiji, Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, please tell something about Swami Vivekananda, some inspiring incidents. And I narrated many inspiring incidents, how a Muslim watchman had saved the life of Swami Vivekananda by giving him a cucumber near Almora and all that. And he didn't know all these incidents. He was very happy. Then he said, please tell something about Sri Ramakrishna. Then I said about how Sri Ramakrishna embraced a Muslim fakir near Jeratala's mosque in Calcutta while he was going by a carriage. And then he heard that Muslim fakir, oh beloved, please come, oh beloved, please come. And he got down and just embraced him. All these incidents he did not know. Then he said, Swamiji, was Sri Ramakrishna married? I said, yes, he was married to Sharda Devi, but though he was married, he led a very a life of celibacy, and he worshipped his own wife as a manifest of the Divine Mother. That's a very special type of historic occasion. And Sharda Devi went on to become the mother of all, including of the people of all caste, including, and then I narrated the incident of Muslim dacoit Amjad, how even a Muslim dacoit Amjad got the love of Holy Mother Sharda Devi, who was the mother of all. And he got so much interested in all these things. Then I asked him, why are you so eager to learn about Swami Vivekananda? And then he very beautifully said, Swamiji, I think Swami Vivekananda is a rare saint who converted religion into practical spirituality. Swami Vivekananda is a rare saint who converted religion into practical spirituality. That is what he said. And then within 3 hours, the car reached Porbandar. We did not know how quickly the time went off. Then he went to the room where Swami Vivekananda stayed. In Porbandar, there is the same building has been converted into memorial. The same building in which Swami Vivekananda stayed as the guest of the then administrator Shankar Pandit in 1891, the same building has been handed over by the government of Gujarat to Ramakrishna Mission for converting into befitting memorial of Swami Vivekananda. And there is a room in which Swami Vivekananda used to stay. That has been converted to meditation room. So he went into that room. Again, he went into deep meditation. So in his book on ignited minds, in his book in the ignited minds, he writes this, that at Rajkot as well as Porbandar, I was lost in deep meditation. Then again, here also we had to shake him because it was getting late for inaugurating the school building. So, and 3,000 students were waiting there. So then he came there, and then we took him to the school. He inaugurated the school and delivered a very powerful speech. And then also replied to the questions of the students. Then from there, he went to the birthplace of Mahatma Gandhi. And from there, he came to our Ramakrishna Mission, and then took lunch, and then went to Prasla. Now from Prasla, then he went in the evening to Rajkot by car to Rajkot airport to take a flight to Bombay on to Chennai, because at that time he was the professor of Anna University. Now it so happened that I also had to go to that very evening to Rajkot to take a flight to Bombay on to Benares for their centenary celebration. Now seeing me in the aircraft and on that day in Rajkot, Dr. Kalam exclaimed, Swamiji, you are going by the same flight. I want to sit near you like a small child. Swamiji, I want to sit near you. So I told the person sitting next, you see the Bharat Ratna Dr. Kalam. You know, that time he had not become president. So Bharat Ratna Dr. Kalam wants to be sitting near you. You go to his seat. Then he told, Swamiji, in the morning you told so many nice things. Please tell something more. Again, I told how Swami Vivekananda's message inspired Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Subhash Chandra Bose, Dr. Radhakrishnan, Jawaharlal Nehru, Chakravarti, Rajgopalachari, Sri Aurobindo, and all that. Within 55 minutes, the plane touched Bombay airport. Swamiji, Bombay has come so quickly. I wanted to learn many more things about great people. Anyway, it is one of the greatest days of my life. I learned so many things about great people. This is what he told. That was on 13th February 2002. During that meeting, I had told he is not a Bharat Ratna, he is a Vishwa Ratna. He is going to become great. And within 4 months, he became the President of India. Nobody had imagined that he could become the President of India. He was not from political background. Somehow or the other, it so happened that he became the President of India and became a very, very popular President of India. Anyway, but when I heard that his name, he's been nominated, and everybody knew that it was a matter of just time when he will be declared as the president. So I thought that afterwards he will become inaccessible. You know, the President of India, to get President of India is very difficult. So I telephoned him. I used to telephone now and often, so I was very free with him. So I just telephoned him, and he was in the guest house of the Anna University. He came all the way to the guest house to take up the phone. I said, Dr. Kalam, I want to give you advance congratulations for becoming the President of India, but because once you go to Rashtrapati Bhavan, you will become inaccessible. In his character style, he said, not for you, Swamiji, not for you, because only yesterday I remembered you. How the first big press conference after I was nominated as the president, and they asked me, what is your message for the nation? First press conference. And then he said, I have to give you the same message that I delivered at Porbandar while talking to 3,000 youths a few months back. And then said, Swamiji, I remembered you, and you will get this in all the media and all that I mentioned about Porbandar. And when you were giving vote of thanks, we were proposing vote of thanks, that time a small girl, a young girl, she came to the dais, asked for my autograph. I gave the autograph. Then she asked for my message. Then I gave the message. And I told the nation that I want to give the same message that I delivered, that I gave at Porbandar. And the message that he gave to that girl was, my dear daughter, you will grow with the idea embedded in your mind that nation is more important than the individual. Nation is more important than the individual. That is the message I want to give to the nation today. That's what he told the press conference on that time, and that's what he narrated to me on telephone. So once he became Rashtrapati, then I thought I should not disturb him. He's doing great work. But anyway, 2003, 16th April, I had been to Delhi for some other work, and I thought, why not try to get an appointment if possible, because we had prepared a CD based on the talk that he had given, and I wanted to hand over that CD. So I asked for 5 minutes, he gave me 15 minutes. And then I met him on 16th April 2003. I handed over that CD, and now I was very much apprehensive. How he will talk with me? He was very friendly. But now that he has become the president of India, Rashtrapati, he's a big man. How he will receive me? I was little hesitant. But I found the same simple man. What humility and what simplicity. No pride of being the president of India. A great man. And that is real greatness about him. That he was not conscious of his greatness. He was not having any pride about his greatness. That is his real greatness, I think. So anyway, when I went there, before I could give anything, he gave me a very big basket full of fruits. Then I gave him many books, photographs of Swami Vivekananda, books of Swami Vivekananda and all that. He said, Swamiji, you brought so many things for me. I said, jokingly, I said, what can I bring for you? Like a fakir, I have come to meet an emperor. What can I bring for you? Like Sudama, I come from Sudamapuri. Porbandar is Sudamapuri. So I am a poor man. I am a poor fakir. I am a monk. What can I give you? You are emperor. But immediately replied, only one emperor, Swamiji. We are servants of the same emperor. You know, what simplicity. He said, immediately he said, no, I am not emperor. We both of us are servants of the same emperor, that is God. So that is the humility, that is the simplicity which really influenced me and which really made an impact on my mind. Here is a man who is really great, not because of anything else, but because he is not having any pride about his greatness. Then we had a lot of talks. Then I said, Dr. Kalam, I'm very happy that you want to make India a developed country by 2020. Very nice. We also, monks of Ramakrishna Mission, we are working our own way in rebuilding the nation as per the ideas of Swami Vivekananda, because Swami Vivekananda predicted that India will become so great that its past glory will fade into insignificance. But we have got a different way of doing it. But I tell you one thing, even if you bring the wealth of the whole World Bank and put it in the 5-year plan, what we envisaged, I tell you, the GDP growth will be there, but the poor people will remain poor. Why, Swamiji? Why? Why? I said, for the simple reason, the former Prime Minister of India said, I didn't give the name, everybody knows. And the former Prime Minister of India said, if you put 1 rupee into the 5-year plan, only 15 paisa comes to the grassroots level farmer. I am afraid even 5 paisa is coming or not nowadays. Rampant corruption in the country today. And I told Dr. Kalam, I'm not talking to you from newspaper reports. I have first-hand experience of this corruption that was, at that time, 2003, corruption was rampant. I said, that is the rampant corruption. So that is why I say, even if you get GDP growth with 5-year plans and World Bank, poor people will remain poor. Then he became very thoughtful. What is the solution, Swamiji? What is the solution? I said, only one solution. What we should have done on 15th August 1947, we should do it now. What is that? Swami Vivekananda said, education alone is the panacea of all evils. But what type of education? Not the type of education that is being given in the most of the education institutions now. Then what type of education Swami Vivekananda wanted? Swami Vivekananda said, what we want is man-making education, character-building education. And then I said, we have got 1,000 education institutions in India, Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. and there are 3 lakh students to whom we are giving best possible education. They are academically excellent students, but apart from that, we are imparting value education also to them. And apart from that, we are going to so many schools, other schools and colleges, and igniting the youths with this idea of value education, character building message, imparting them and conveying them about the character building message of Swami Vivekananda. And we have some special institutes also, like Ramakrishna Institute of Moral and Spiritual Education in Mysore, Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence in Hyderabad. And I told we want to start Vivekananda Institute of Value Education and Culture, Vivek, VIVC, in Porbandar. And we want that you should inaugurate this institute. Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, I will surely come. And he did keep his promise. On 12th January 2006, that was Swami Vivekananda's birthday, National Youth Day, as you know. Swami Vivekananda's birthday is celebrated National Youth Day. So on that day, he came to Porbandar, kept his promise. And as soon as he touched, he kept from helicopter. From helicopter, he landed. As soon as he landed, he said, Swamiji, I have kept my promise. You wanted me on 12th January? I am here on 12th January on Swami Vivekananda's birthday. I said, thank you very much. So on that day, he inaugurated Vivekananda Institute of Value Education and Culture. That is on, he inaugurated the Vivekananda Institute of Value Education and Culture, Vivek, on 12th January 2006. And then he also addressed about 5,000 youths, 5,000 students who had gathered there. And he told them how Swami Vivekananda had inspired Jamshedji Tata to start Indian Institute of Science. Well, while they both of them were traveling by the same steamer from Japan to Chicago, all these things he told. And then he replied to many questions that were asked to him. One student stood up and said, Sir, Operation Duryodhan, Operation Chakravyuh, and other operations have revealed the tip of the iceberg that is rampant corruption in the country today. As the President of India, how do you feel about it? And where do you think lies the solution? And Dr. Kalam stood up and said, you see, the parliament has already taken some action on those people who had made some this corruption. And then he took up a book of Swami Vivekananda and started reading from the book of Swami Vivekananda, where Swami Vivekananda says, no number of parliament acts can make a nation great, can make a nation good. Then what can make a nation good and what can make a nation great? Then Dr. Kalam again read out from the book of Swami Vivekananda. Only a large number of good enlightened citizens can make a nation good, can make a nation great. Only a large number of good enlightened citizens can make a nation good, can make a nation great. And then he said, and the government cannot produce good people, and the government will not produce good people. Then who can do it? Only 3 persons can do it. Who are the 3 persons? Father, mother, and the teacher. These are the 3 persons who can bring about this revolution, this transformation. This is what he told. So that was a great gathering on 12 January 2006. Then we prepared a book based on that on 12 January 2006. And then I went to Delhi, and that was my third visit, 22nd August 2006. I handed over the first copy of Indomitable Spirit, the book that we had prepared based on the stock that was delivered in 2012. This was my third visit to Rashtrapati Bhavan, third and the last visit. And then I told Dr. Kalam, in the meanwhile, I've been transferred to Baroda. Now we would like to have your lecture for youths in Baroda on 12 January 2007. Then Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, I'm afraid I will not be able to come to Baroda at that time. Why? I said, why? Because you know my term is ending of the President of India. So I will have to be, at that time I will be busy with winding up the matters. I said, what? We want you to continue as the President. You are a very popular President, and we would like you to continue as the Rashtrapati, as the President of India. Do you know what he said? What a wonderful thing he said. Swamiji, I am a born teacher. I don't want to be the president of India. I want to be a teacher only. And really, as soon as he left the post of president, he immediately went back to his own position of being a teacher in the Anna University at Chennai. And first thing he did was to go to Rameshwaram, the village where his teacher was ailing. He went to see him, then went to Chennai and started the role of a teacher and started once again the same thing, going and meeting all the youths all over the country. That is what Dr. Kalam is. So he kept up his thing. He told, I want to ignite the youth, the students of this country, and make this India a developed country by 2020. He worked very hard for that. So that was, so he could not come to Baroda, but afterwards, I met him in his office in Rajaji Road, 10 Rajaji Road in Delhi afterwards, because he had left this one, his office is Rashtrapati Bhavan. And 30th March 2008, he came to Baroda, and then he visited our ashrama, and then we had a lot of talks. Again, 18th December 2008, I met, he went to Bombay at the invitation of American Swing Pressing Private Limited. They had invited me also. Then Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, you are everywhere. Here also, there, you are there. In Bombay also, you are here. I said, yes. It's a pleasure meeting you. Then again on 15 January 2009, there was a youth convention at Pune. There also again he was invited, and I welcomed him. He says, Swamiji, I think we are known from many years. I said, no, many births. I smilingly said. Then we had a lot of talks. Then again on 13th April 2009, we met at his office in 10 Rajaji Marg in New Delhi. I had gone there along with one respectable person. Now, all the time, whenever I met Dr. Kalam, he was very, very simple, very humble, and very sweet. And I saw always very sweet. But that day, when the gentleman with whom I had gone, had gone there for inviting him. Then he gave him some books. He accepted the books. Then he gave him a very valuable pen. He presented him a valuable pen. Then he was angry. For the first time I saw Dr. Kalam angry. He said, take back your pen. I have told you I'll come. I'll try to come to your college. Don't give me things like that. And he returned that pen. That gentleman was really shaken because he had given out of love. He had no other intention. I was also amazed. Why Dr. Kalam all the time? Only once I have seen him in a different mood. Otherwise, always he was so sweet. Later on, when I read his biography, then I came to know why this happened. This is in connection with his childhood incident. What happened that when he was a child, he was doing his lessons. At that time, his father was in some respectable position in some local body. So at that time, somebody came with some gift, and he said, "Where is your father?" He said, "No, he has gone out." Then he gave that gift to him. He said, "Please give to your father," and he went away. So when the father came, he handed over that gift. He said, "Who has given it?" He said, "I do not know. Somebody came to meet you, and so he told to give this gift to you." And his father just slapped Dr. Kalam. He was just a boy. And his father was so loving. It was the first time he received a slap from his father. And he started weeping, and then his mother tried to console him. Then his father said, "Always remember, never accept any gift. Always a gift comes along with so much of selfish desires, and it is always unethical to accept any gift when you are in a position. When you are not in a position, if you accept a gift, a loving gift, there is no problem. But when you are in a position, never accept gift." So Dr. Kalam will never accept any valuable gift, and whatever gift he received, everything he kept in the Rashtrapati Bhavan itself, and he walked away he left the Rashtrapati Bhavan with his own two pairs of these clothes. That's all. So that is how I could. That was the meeting at Delhi on 13th April with that respectable gentleman. Then 15 January 2009, that was as I told you, earlier told you that at Pune there was a youth convention. 18 January 2012, we invited him to Baroda in connection with Swami Vivekananda's 150th birth anniversary. And then he addressed about 800 youths, and he was very happy to address the youths, and there was questions and answers, and all these have come out in booklet form. Then on 10th and 11th August, we had 2 days International Youth Conference, which was inaugurated by Dr. Kalam on 10th of August 2013, and he delivered a very, very inspiring speech, and also replied to many of the questions that were asked by the youth at the time. And my last meeting with Dr. Kalam was on 21 April 2015. 21 April 2015, I met Dr. Kalam at Vadodara Airport. In fact, he had a program in Surat. So he landed at Vadodara Airport because Surat at the time had not the airport. Now it is there. So he landed at Baroda, and he told me to meet him at the Vadodara Airport. And he was so kind, so loving, as if he knew that it was my last meeting with him. And then he said, Swamiji, you must take tea, some snacks with me. And he took me to the VIP lounge. Then we had a lot of talks. Then I said, Dr. Kalam, you know, we have been meeting everywhere in India. Now I want to meet you in America. And so there is the there is the 6th Parliament of World's Religions in Salt Lake City in America. And we would like you, and the chairman wants that you should be there. And this chairman is coming to India because we have organized a pre-parliament event on 10th of August 2015 in Baroda. So we want you to be there in Baroda also, and we want you to be there in Salt Lake City also. But that Salt Lake City program is in 15 to 19 October 2015. He said, Dr. Kalam said, Swamiji, I think that is the period when I'll be in Brazil or some other country. I cannot promise about that, but I will surely come to Baroda on this 10th of August 2015. So we had printed the invitation card also. We were very much expecting him, but on 27 July, we were very, very sorry to listen to the news that he's no more. And it was a great shock to us. But one thing is there, he was asked this question. Dr. Kalam was asked this question by one of his associates. How would you like to be remembered? As a people's president or as a missile man? How would you like to be prepared, to be remembered by the people? Do you know what he said? He said, I would like to be remembered as a teacher. And really, as I told you, when I met him, he said, I do not want, on 22nd August 2006, he had told me, I don't want to be the president of India. I want to be a teacher. I'm a born teacher. And really, his last wish was that he would die while teaching. And really it happened. He was talking to the students of IIM Shillong, and while talking, he collapsed. His desire was fulfilled. Up to the last moment, he was talking to the students. Up to the last breath, he was talking to the students. That is how his desire was fulfilled. A great man, Dr. Kalam. We cannot say enough about him, and I'm full of his, I'm really missing him very badly. And we had a lot of other projects in hand to do jointly. But anyway, I met him 15, 20 times, and I got very sweet memories. I have told you everything in very brief, but whatever it is, I'm missing him badly, but he was a great man. And now what we can do is, the best way to pay tribute to him on his birthday is to implement the teachings that he has given. All the students particularly, I'll request all the students who are watching this program, please go through the books of Dr. Kalam. and try to follow the instruction that he has given, particularly his desire, his call for the working for the nation, and try to inculcate the genius, the scientific genius. Everybody should develop that scientific genius. And so that is the best way we can pay tribute, to work for our nation, to dedicate ourselves, whatever position we are, in whatever work we are doing, try to bring the idea of dedication, spirit of dedication, and serving the nation more and more unselfishly. If we serve the nation unselfishly, we'll be fulfilling the dream of of Dr. Kalam, and thereby the dream will be fulfilling the dream of Swami Vivekananda, who dreamt that India will become so great that his past glory will fade into insignificance. And Dr. Kalam was very much inspired by the message of Swami Vivekananda. As I told you, when we were traveling from Rajkot to Porbandar, he wanted to know so many more things about Swami Vivekananda, and he said he's a rare saint who convert religion to practical spirituality. And again, he told about Swami Vivekananda. Whenever he came to our youth conventions, he talked about Swami Vivekananda message. And particularly on 12th January 2006, he said Swami Vivekananda is not only a great man of only India, but he is a great man of the whole globe. So that is the tribute that he has paid. And today we can pay the tribute to Dr. Kalam on his birthday by trying to fulfill the dream that he had cherished in his bosom of transforming India into a developed country. Let us all dedicate ourselves. এখন বাংলায় একটু বলছি। আমি এখনই স্বামী ডক্টর কালামের সঙ্গে যা আমার কথাগুলো হয়েছিল তার সম্বন্ধে একটুখানি বললাম, খুব সংক্ষেপে বলেছি, কিন্তু আমি খুব সংক্ষেপে বলেছি। আর আমি এই কথাটা বলেছি শেষে, আজকে যখন ডক্টর কালামের বার্থডে আছে, তো আমাদের বেস্ট ট্রিবিউট হবে ডক্টর কালামের প্রতি। সেটা কিভাবে হবে? ডক্টর কালামের বই পড়তে হবে, ডক্টর কালামের যা কিছু বলে সেটা আগে পড়তে হবে, সেটা জানতে হবে। এবং ডক্টর কালামের ইচ্ছে ছিল আমাদের দেশের স্টুডেন্টস, they will become great scientists, they will dedicate themselves. আর যদি সায়েন্টিস্ট নাও হোক, যেখানে আমরা আছি, যে কোনো জায়গায় আছি, whatever line you have taken up, you try to dedicate yourself. আমরা নিজে যা কিছু কাজ করছি সেটা যদি ভালোভাবে করি এবং দেশের জন্য যদি আমাদের ভালোবাসা থাকে, আর দেশের জন্য যদি আমরা চেষ্টা করতে থাকি, আর আমাদের জীবনটা দেশের জন্য সমর্পিত করে দিই, এবং উনি যা দেখিয়েছেন সিম্পল লাইফ, সিম্পল লিভিং, হাই থিঙ্কিং। এখন উল্টো হচ্ছে, আমরা উল্টো করছি, হাই লিভিং এ সিম্পল থিঙ্কিং, সামটাইমস নো থিঙ্কিং। না, উনি বলেছেন সিম্পল লিভিং, হাই থিঙ্কিং, আর কি হিউমিলিটি। ওনার কাছ থেকে এসবগুলো আমাদের শিখতে হবে। আর আমাদের স্টুডেন্টসরা এইভাবে ইন্সপিরেশন পেয়ে আমাদের দেশকে নিশ্চয়ই, যে ড্রিম ছিল ডক্টর কালামের, যে ড্রিম ছিল স্বামী বিবেকানন্দের, সেটা নিশ্চয়ই আমরা অ্যাচিভ করতে পারবো, ওই রকম কনফিডেন্স আমি রাখছি। শেষে সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ দিচ্ছি। আই এম থ্যাঙ্কফুল টু দি অর্গানাইজার্স ফর গিভিং মি দিস অপরচুনিটি of speaking a few words about Dr. Kalam. Thank you very much. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you for your valuable speech and for sharing your informative thoughts and feelings about a man like Knowledge Tank. মহারাজ মন্ত্রমুগ্ধের মতন শুনছিলাম, একদম তন্ময় হয়ে গেছিলাম আপনার কথা শুনতে শুনতে। খুবই ভালো লাগছিল। আশা করি যারা আমাদের এখানে আছেন বাঙালি ছাত্ররা, তারা খুব এনজয় করেছেন। আপনাকে পেয়ে আমরা সত্যিই খুব ভালো লাগছে। এবং এরকম একটা দিনে আমাদের স্কুলেও আমরা বিবেকানন্দের মূর্তি বসিয়েছি, তিনি ইয়ুথ আইকন হিসাবে, এবং পাশে কালাম সাহেবের মূর্তি বসিয়েছি স্টুডেন্ট আইকন হিসাবে। তো আপনাকে পেয়ে আমরা সত্যি সত্যি খুব হলাম, মানে এনরিচ হলাম প্রত্যেকে। ছাত্রছাত্রীদের বলছি, আপনাদের যদি বা যারা আছেন যাদের কোশ্চেন যদি থাকে, আমরা কোশ্চেনটা পড়ে নেব। আমরা আগে যোশীজির কথাটা একটু শুনে নেব। If you have any question to Swamiji, please ask your question after the speech of Dr. Joshi. Now I like to request Dr. Chandramouli Joshi, Chairman of National Council of Teacher Scientists India, Chairman of APJ Abdul Kalam National Council of Young Scientists India, and Chairman of Raman Science and Technology Foundation, India, to deliver his speech. Sir, जोशी सर,
आवाज आ रही है मेरा?
हाँ 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 ठीक है सर,
जी सर।
आवाज आ रहा है।
नमस्कार जी। पहले तो स्वामी जी को प्रणाम करते हैं। बहुत अच्छा और वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड बहुत मोटिवेशन था। थैंक यू स्वामी जी। खूब खूब आभार स्वामी जी आपनो। आज के बहुत अच्छे वेबिनार के सबसे पहले आयोजकों को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं। दास जी को इतना अच्छा आयोजन किया, सबसे पहले धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूं। और वासुदेव जी ने जो सपोर्ट करके ये बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम करने के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो दोनों को मैं हार्टली थैंक्स कहता हूं। और हमारे होनहार सेक्रेटरी जो बहुत अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशन किया दो बाबत को, उसको भी हम धन्यवाद करते हैं। आज कलाम साहब की 2-3 बात मैं रखना चाहता हूं। मैं फर्स्ट बार कलाम साहब को अहमदाबाद में मिला था। इंडियन साइंस कांग्रेस का एक मीटिंग था और इसमें सिलेक्टेड लोगों को कलाम साहब के साथ मीटिंग करना था। तो 20 लोगों को कलाम साहब के साथ मीटिंग करना था। तो मेरा सदनसीब रहा कि मुझे भी इसमें सिलेक्ट कर दिया और कलाम साहब के साथ मीटिंग करने के साथ फर्स्ट टाइम आई मीट यू। पहली बार मैं अहमदाबाद में इंडियन साइंस कांग्रेस के जो अधिवेशन में मिला था, तब इतना इम्प्रेस्ड हो गया। तब वो प्रेसिडेंट थे, प्रोटोकॉल लगता था, क्योंकि प्रोटोकॉल प्रेसिडेंट के नजदीक नहीं जा सकते थे। फिर भी वो प्रोटोकॉल के दूर हट के टीचर्स और स्टूडेंट को मिलना चाहते थे और इतनी अच्छी तरह से वो इसने इंटरेक्शन किया, तब बहुत इम्प्रेशन में हो गया। वाह, कितने अच्छे आदमी है, प्रेसिडेंट होके भी इतना सिंपल हो और बात करते हैं। और स्टूडेंट के साथ और टीचर्स के साथ बात किया और मुझे खास 2 मिनट के लिए इसके साथ इंटरेक्शन करने के लिए मौका मिला था और मेरी बात बताई। और बाद में वो बोले कि आप मुझे दिल्ली आकर मिलना। और आफ्टर 1 ईयर्स में जब वो प्रेसिडेंट था, तो प्रेसिडेंट हाउस में मिलने के लिए मुझे एक मौका मिला, रेसिडेंट हाउस, इसके रेसिडेंट में। और दूसरी बार में कलाम साहब के साथ एक भेंट हुआ। इसका एक पीए था जो हमारे दोस्त के दोस्त थे, वो बोल रहे थे कि कलाम सर कुछ नया इनोवेटिव टीचर्स के लिए करना चाहते हैं, तो आपका सपोर्ट चाहिए, क्योंकि आप सब लोग मिलके करना चाहते हैं। तो 10 लोगों को वहां बुलाया था। इसमें मेरा भी सौभाग्य था कि मुझे मौका मिला मिलने के लिए। और कलाम साहब ने वो बात रखी कि टीचर्स भी कुछ कर सकते हैं और आप अच्छे टीचर्स है, टीचर्स कॉलेज में प्रिंसिपल है, तो आप कुछ करिए। मैंने बोला, मेरा सुझाव रखा, आप क्या कैसे करेंगे, क्या करेंगे, गुजरात में क्या करेंगे। इसने एक टीचर साइंटिस्ट बनने का एक नया आइडिया दिया। बाद में वो मीटिंग खत्म हो गई और वो टीचर्स का जो एक संगठन करना था वो नहीं बना। और आफ्टर 1 ईयर्स फिर से हम मिले और संगठन के बारे में कुछ सोचा और सडनली ये मैसेज मिला कि कलाम साहब अब इस दुनिया में नहीं है। तो बहुत दुख हुआ और हम जो करना चाहते थे वो नहीं कर सका। कलाम साहब वो चाहते थे कि टीचर्स का संगठन हो और टीचर्स साइंटिस्ट बने, स्टूडेंट साइंटिस्ट बने। जब टीचर साइंटिस्ट हो गए तो स्टूडेंट के अंदर विचार डालेंगे, कुछ नया आइडिया देंगे, इनोवेटिव आइडिया देंगे। तो हमने सोचा कि विज्ञान प्रसार के सहयोग से एक संगठन बनाए और बाद में हमने नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ टीचर साइंटिस्ट, जो कलाम साहब के सपने थे, वो सपने साकार करने के लिए किया और इसका ब्लेसिंग हमारे साथ है। तो आज मुझे कहने के साथ गौरव हो रहा है कि ये 26 स्टेट में एस्टैब्लिश हो गए और हमारे साथ वासुदेव जी वेस्ट बंगाल में जैसे कार्यरत कर रहे हैं, ऐसे सभी स्टेट में लोग काम करते हैं, बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम करते हैं, सपोर्ट करते हैं। और हमारे नेशनल सेक्रेटरी जो संदीप पाटिल सर है वो बहुत अच्छी तरह से सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, और त्रिपुरा के जो हमारे बनिक सर है और भी बहुत सारे हमारे डायरेक्टर है, कर्नाटक के बुल्ली सर है, जम्मू कश्मीर के जो कुलदीप जी के है, अतुल तारे जी है, गुजरात के मनोज जवानी सर है, ये राजस्थान के गेपाले सर है। इतने जो 10-12 लोग बहुत अच्छी तरह से काम कर रहे हैं और ये आगे बढ़ा रहा है। और दूसरा हमने इसके याद में बनाया एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ यंग साइंटिस्ट। बच्चों को जो साइंटिस्ट बनाने का कलाम साहब का जो ड्रीम था कि स्टूडेंट भी साइंटिस्ट बने और इसके लिए कुछ काम करे, तो हमने इसकी याद में एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ यंग साइंटिस्ट एक संगठन बनाया और आज पूरे भारत में वो संगठन काम कर रहे हैं। तो ये कलाम साहब का ड्रीम साकार करने के लिए हम सब लोग साथ में मिलके आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि कलाम साहब जो चाहते थे वो जरूर हम साकार करेंगे, इसका ड्रीम जरूर हम अच्छी तरह से साकार करेंगे और भारत के कोने कोने तक हम जाएंगे, टीचर्स के दिल के तक जाएंगे, विलेज विलेज तक जाएंगे और कलाम साहब का जो संदेश है वो
26 को
हम
है।
पहुंचाएंगे।
620।
बहुत सारी शुभकामना देते सभी को, और आज के दिन हम एक सब मिलके एक वादा करते हैं कि कलाम साहब का ड्रीम जरूर हम साकार करेंगे और भारत को बहुत आगे बढ़ाएंगे। देश में नहीं विश्व में भारत का नाम रोशन करेंगे। इसके साथ मेरी वाणी का विराम देता हूं। मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया इसके लिए वासुदेव जी को और डॉक्टर दास को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं। बहुत अच्छी तरह से ये वेबिनार सपोर्टेड करके सबके सहयोग लेके किया। धन्यवाद सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। बिहाफ ऑफ रमन साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी फाउंडेशन, behalf of National Council of Young Scientists, behalf of National Council of Teacher Scientists and APJ Abdul Kalam National Council of Young Scientists and All India Ramanujan Maths Club, सभी यूनिट से आपको बधाई देते हैं और शुभकामना देते हैं। बहुत आगे बढ़ो, हम आपके साथ हैं। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय विज्ञान, जय गणित। धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your marvelous speech and memory sharing, and for spending with us your valuable times. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, really, sir, Bharat Ratna Dr. Kalam, a real gem of gems in India, was indeed one of the most humble, intelligent, wise, selfless, loving, and lovable leader ever born in our mother India. He served the nation in every step of his life and left us forever on 27th July 2015 due to a cardiac arrest in Shillong. Today, on the eve of this auspicious, there is a special program for our junior budding talent. That is a quiz competition will be held. Now, I would like to request Sri Basudev Kamilla sir, our Honorable State Director, National Council of Teacher Scientists, to make an announcement of e-quiz and the result of the last e-quiz and convey his words to the audience. Sir, please.
नमस्कार, गुड इवनिंग। सभी को मेरा शुभकामनाएं हैं जो क्विज में पार्टिसिपेट किए थे पहले बार। और आज का जो क्विज है वो भी हम शुरू कर रहे हैं। जोशी सर, स्वामी निखिलेश्वरानंद जी, संदीप जी और जो कुछ है, अंजन जी को देख पा रहा हूं मैं, सभी का अनुमति चाह रहा हूं कि वो लिंक आप हम शेयर करें। आपका अनुमति चाहिए। प्लीज गिव मी द परमिशन टू शेयर द क्विज लिंक प्लीज सर।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ओके सर,
I will
थैंक
permit
यू।
it.
चैट बॉक्स में मैं क्विज लिंक डाल रहा हूँ। अभी डाल दिया गया है, क्विज लिंक है, ये अभी नहीं खुलेगा। सभी को ये ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि क्विज लिंक अभी नहीं खुलेगा, थोड़ी देर बाद खुलेगा। वेबिनार समाप्त होने के बाद ही ये खुलेगा, ये लॉक्ड है अभी। और यही सूचना है। और जो ग्रुप है, टेलीग्राम ग्रुप है, वहां भी डाल दिया जाएगा। किसी का कोई जरूरत है, नहीं मिला तो हम लोगों को मेल कर सकते हैं। मेल आईडी है info@teachers wbncts@gmail.com। दोबारा मैं बता रहा हूँ, info@wbnstc@gmail.com। कोई कठिनाई आए, ना मिले लिंक, ऐसा कुछ हो जाए तो हम लोगों को मेल करना पड़ेगा। फीडबैक फॉर्म भी हम थोड़ी देर में बाद में डालेंगे। और रिजल्ट है जो 5 तारीख को इंटरनेशनल टीचर्स डे था, वहां पर जो ग्लोरियस 50 इयर्स ऑफ बीएसटी, इसके आधार पर हम लोग ने क्विज किया था। उसका रिजल्ट हम सभी को अनुमति है तो वो भी हम पब्लिश करें, डिक्लेयर करें। जोशी सर, स्वामी जी, संदीप सर,
यस सर,
आई
यस
नीड
सर।
योर। ओके सर, 137 पार्टिसिपेंट था हमारे साथ। थैंक यू सर। 137 पार्टिसिपेंट था हमारे साथ।
निकल जाओ।
और जो रिजल्ट आया है उससे हम लोग टॉप रैंक जो है उन लोगों को हम लोग ने शॉर्ट लिस्टेड किया। 3 कैटेगरीज था। 3 कैटेगरीज में हम बांट दिए थे इस क्विज को, स्टूडेंट, टीचर एंड अदर्स। स्टूडेंट में 10 प्रतिभागी टॉप में आए, टीचर्स में 17 और अदर्स ग्रुप में 10 प्रतिभागी आए। उन लोगों को दोबारा एक अच्छा सा सर्टिफिकेट भेजा जाएगा उसका रजिस्टर ईमेल पर। जिन लोगों को सर्टिफिकेट मिला है वो रजिस्टर ईमेल पर मिल जाएगा। ग्रुप जो दूसरा ग्रुप था, पहले वाला ग्रुप 5 तारीख को क्रिएट किया गया था क्विज का, वहां पर क्विज का रिजल्ट डाल दिया जाएगा। किसी को रिजल्ट के बारे में कोई पूछताछ है तो वो भी info@wbnstc@gmail.com, उस पर भी क्वेश्चन वगैरह कुछ कर सकते हैं। तो यही है क्विज के बारे में बात था। और आज का प्रोग्राम है, इसके सफल बनाने की कोशिश में हम लोग जुटे हुए हैं। इसमें जोशी सर, संदीप सर और जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर, हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर हरीश स्वामी जी, अंजय बनिक सर, हम देख रहे हैं कि कुलदीप सर भी जुड़ गए हैं। कभी किसी लोगों ने जुड़ नहीं पाए क्योंकि 100 कर गया था पार्टिसिपेंट, तो उन्होंने फेसबुक पर देख रहे हैं। सभी को मेरा आभार है। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। इसी के साथ मैं वाणी को विराम दे रहा हूँ। नमस्कार।
Thank you, sir, for your valuable announcement and great speech. And thanks to you for your untiring work to organize this webinar. Sir, now I would like to request Kuldeep sir, Kuldeep Gupta, the State Director of Jammu and Kashmir, to deliver a feedback speech. Kuldeep ji, sir.
हेलो
हाँ,
कुलदीप सर।
कुलदीप सर का माइक का कोई प्रॉब्लम होगा सर।
वो तो है हमारे साथ, उनको कुलदीप गुप्ता सर, अनम्यूट कीजिए सर अपने आप को। मौसम नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम आई थिंक। वसुदेव सर,
यस सर।
एक बार ये जो क्विज है तो उसकी लिस्ट
हाँ,
आप
कुलदीप सर
शेयर
आ
कर
गए।
सकते हैं। हाँ, आप शेयर कर सकते हैं लिस्ट,
क्विज का सर
शेयर करके नाम बता सकते हैं लिस्ट। कुछ लोगों का क्वेश्चन है।
जिन लोगों को चुना गया है इसका।
हाँ यस सर,
ठीक है
यस सर।
ठीक है सर, मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ।
आप शेयर करके बता दीजिए, बाद में कुलदीप गुप्ता सर के पास जाते हैं।
ओके सर।
स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए सर।
तेरा नजर हादसा आ गया तो तेरा लगे गोल बैंगन खाने लाठी आया हुआ है। तो ठीक है, वो भी अगर अरी तरह किया था
सर ये स्टूडेंट कैटेगरी है, यहाँ 10 लोग हैं।
देखिए स्टूडेंट कैटेगरी के नाम आपको स्क्रीन शेयर पर दिखाई देते हैं।
टॉप स्कोरर और टाइम फ्रेम को हमने पहले जो टाइम में पहले आए हैं उसको टॉप और टाइम उसको मायने रखते हुए यह तैयार किया गया है। स्कोर भी यहाँ लगा हुआ है और उसका जो स्कूल और वगैरह जो है वो भी डाल दिया गया है। स्टूडेंट है इन लोगों ने।
नाम पढ़ दीजिए सर 10 के 10।
हाँ, नाम जीवराज सरन, तपब्रत मित्र, देवार्पण रॉय, तंदेल प्रियांशी नितिन कुमार, प्रज्जल कसेरा, रोहित परियारी, मनोज राणा, हर्ष गुलाटी, रितिका जैन, दीपायन भंज। ये स्टूडेंट कैटेगरी में चुने हुए 10 स्टूडेंट है। इनको दोबारा सर्टिफिकेट भेज दिया जाएगा ईमेल, रजिस्टर ईमेल पर। इसके बाद ये टीचर्स कैटेगरी का है, 17 टीचर्स, वो भी हाई स्कोर एंड टाइम उनको ध्यान में रखते हुए बनाया गया है। मैं पढ़ दे रहा हूँ 17 नेम: बुद्धदेव भंज, संतोष कुमार कर, अलका शर्मा, कुलदीप गुप्ता, नीता कुमारी शर्मा, सुस्मिता महापात्र, विकास चंद्र आदक, मिस्टर राजीव दास, अमित सोयन, पयन कुमार, सूर्यदीप, गौरव कुमार, रेशमा सुभाष, कल्याण शेट्टी, दुर्गा रानी दे, आफ्ताब अहमद, मिस्टर मनोज कुमार, दीप्तिमयी साहू। इन 17 लोगों ने टीचर्स कैटेगरी में आए। उसके बाद आदर्श कैटेगरी में जिन्होंने टीचर्स और स्टूडेंट को नहीं चुनकर आदर्श कैटेगरी में आए थे उन लोगों को भी लिस्ट बनाया गया है ध्यान में रखते हुए। 10 है उन लोगों का: कुलदीप सिंह बनरल, मुरल एस लक्ष्मी नारायण, नीलाद्री दास, मधुमिता सेठ, डॉक्टर चंद्रमौली एकम्बरम, ठाकुर किंजल बेन शैलेश भाई, संजय कुमार दास, ब्रिज कोहली, मनीष गुप्ता, राकेश कुमार छब्बर। ये 10 यानी 10, 17 और 10 37 थे। इन लोगों को दोबारा सर्टिफिकेट भेज दिया जाए।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
कुलदीप गुप्ता सर। कुलदीप गुप्ता सर। ठीक है। अंजन मनिक सर। अंजन मनिक सर फीडबैक दीजिए, वर्कशॉप के बारे में फीडबैक दीजिए। अंजन मनिक सर हमारे त्रिपुरा से डायरेक्टर है, बहुत इनोवेटिव प्रोग्राम्स हर बार वह लाते। अंजन मनिक सर से मैं विनती करूंगा कि वो फीडबैक दे इस वर्कशॉप के बारे में। अंजन मनिक सर।
सबसे पहले तो आज उपस्थित सभी महानुभाव सभी का आभार। बहुत ही बढ़िया वेबिनार किया है इस पावन पर्व पर, स्टूडेंट्स वर्ल्ड स्टूडेंट्स डे, और हमारे आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम जी के 89th बर्थडे और 90th बर्थडे की शुरुआत जो होने जा रही है इस अवसर पर। तो इस अवसर पर मैं सबसे पहले तो बधाई देने का काम करूंगा हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर स्वामी दास जी को, जो इतना बढ़िया, उनका स्कूल भी बहुत बढ़िया है और ये वेबिनार भी बहुत ही बढ़िया सराहनीय है। और डॉक्टर वासुदेव कामिलिया जी को कि बहुत बढ़िया वेबिनार का आयोजन किया इस पावन अवसर पर। जोशी सर को बधाई, इस तरह से एक बहुत बढ़िया काम करके पूरे देश भर के लोगों को जुड़ने के लिए। और बहुत ही अच्छा रहा एक अनुभव। जो हमारे की रिसोर्स पर्सन है अखिलेश्वरानंद जी, वो साइंस के तो थे ही, बाद में स्पिरिचुअल एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से जुड़े। और लेकिन वो उन्होंने अपना वो साइंस के प्रति उनका जो डेडिकेशन था कभी खोए नहीं, उसको जोड़े रखा। और दोनों में एक तालमेल बैठाकर डॉक्टर कलाम जी के साथ लगभग एक का पूरा टाइम उन्होंने जो बिताया, और हमको बताकर वो वही ऊर्जा हमके साथ शेयर करके हमको बहुत ही गौरवान्वित किया। और ये मोटिवेशन भी हम हमारे बीच आए कि हमें भी कलाम जी जैसा कुछ करके गुजरना है आगे। साइंस को डेडिकेट, कलाम जी एक अनोखे व्यक्तित्व भी थे। उन्होंने भारत देश में ही जन्म लिया, भारत देश में अपना पूरा साइंस का काम किया, एजुकेशन और रिसर्च दोनों, इनोवेशन, ये सब उन्होंने भारत में ही किया था। और बाद में भारत के मिट्टी से ही उन्होंने अपना पूरा जीवन कर भारत से ही के मिट्टी में ही मिल गए। तो ये जो जीवन है वो पूरा डेडिकेशन है, उनको हमें भी मिलना चाहिए। कोई भी उतना बजट तब नहीं था जब उन्होंने साइंस का इतना सारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नींव रखा। इसरो, फिर ये परमाणु बम का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, न्यूक्लियर, भारत को न्यूक्लियर स्टेट बनाने का, ये, या फिर मिसाइल मैन, भारत के पास कोई भी मिसाइल टेक्नोलॉजी था ही नहीं तब। तो प्रोजेक्ट डायरेक्टर के तौर पे काम करके मिसाइल वगैरह डिफेंस सिस्टम को उन्होंने मजबूत किया। डीआरडीओ का पूरा ढांचा उनका जीवन में ही बना, और उनको कभी नोबेल प्राइज वगैरह भी कुछ नहीं मिला। तो ये जो डेडिकेशन है वो हमें भी रखना चाहिए, हमें भी रखना चाहिए। जितना भी हमारे पास है वो इनोवेशन करके और उसको काम करके हमें आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। और यही सोच को आगे रखते हुए मैं सबसे आग्रह करूंगा कि अपने जीवन को भी उनके साथ जुड़े और आगे बढ़े। और इसी सोच के साथ हम अपने विचार और वाणी को विराम देना चाहेंगे। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू बनिक सर। वसुदेव सर, कुछ क्वेश्चंस आए हैं कि ये जो क्विज है ये कब शुरू होगा, तो जरा वो बता दीजिए।
हाँ, हेलो सर, ये वेबिनार समाप्त होने के समय ही वो जो एंड होगा वेबिनार का, उसके हम तैयार कर रहे हैं, चालू कर रहे हैं क्विज।
ओके।
वो लिंक हम ऑन कर रहे हैं, अभी शुरू हो जाएगा, थोड़ी देर में ही शुरू हो जाएगा।
हाँ, तो रेशमा जी कौन है, उनको बोलना है था। अनम्यूट कीजिए अपने आप को, रेशमा जी।
हेलो, नमस्ते सर।
बोलिए बोलिए।
हेलो।
हाँ बोलिए मैम, आ रहा है, आपकी आवाज आ रही है, बोलिए।
संदीप सर, थँक्यू सो मच, कॉंग्रॅच्युलेशन की तुम्ही डायरेक्टर आहात, महाराष्ट्राचे आहात. मला खूप अभिमान वाटतो तुमचा. मराठी बोललं तर चालेल ना सर?
नाही, हिंदीतून बोला मॅडम, इथे सर्व हिंदी भाषिक, सर्व हिंदी भाषिक आहेत, तर हिंदीतून जर बोललं तर उत्तम.
ओके,
बोला मॅडम, बोला.
थँक्यू. ओके, थैंक यू चंद्रमौली सर। और सब डायरेक्टर को मेरा नमस्कार। और मैं सबको बहुत बधाई देती हूँ कि तुमने ये वेबिनार किया, हमें पार्टिसिपेंट भी मिला। और मुझे संदीप सर से थैंक यू कहना है, जो महाराष्ट्र के हैं, डायरेक्टर है, एनसीपी के हैं। तो मैं सबको थैंक यू सो मच कहना चाहती हूँ। और ग्लोरियस 50 का जो क्विज है उसमें हमारे महाराष्ट्र की तरफ से मेरा भी नाम आया, इसलिए मैं उनका भी बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू।
और हमारे साथ कोई डायरेक्टर है सर? वसुदेव सर, स्टेट डायरेक्टर।
जी सर, हाँ, ले लीजिए सर फीडबैक के लिए। कुलदीप गुप्ता जी है सर।
रजित दास सर,
डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर है वेस्ट बंगाल का, नदिया का। फीडबैक ले सकते हैं उनसे।
रजित दास सर, अनम्यूट कीजिए सर अपने आप को।
यस सर,
बोलिए बोलिए।
थैंक यू। आपने और हमारा चेयरमैन चंद्रमौली जोशी एंड आवर स्टेट डायरेक्टर वासुदेव कामेलिया ये जो प्रोग्राम अरेंज किया, इसलिए हम सभी को धन्यवाद ज्ञापन करते हैं। ये जो प्रोग्राम हुआ वो बहुत अच्छा हुआ एंड जो स्टूडेंट्स ई क्विज में पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं उसके हम सभी ये जो लिंक है ये शेयर करेंगे और हम चाहते हैं जे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स इस क्विज में पार्टिसिपेंट ले। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू मिस्टर रजित दास सर। ही इज अ डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर ऑफ
नदिया
डिस्ट्रिक्ट।
सर। ही इज द बोलिए कुलदीप गुप्ता सर।
हाँ सबको एक्चुअली आज मैं था इसलिए मैं डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा था। जो मुझे दिख रहा है जोशी, संदीप पाटिल जी, वासुदेव कमेलिया जी और जो मेहता डिस्ट्रिक्ट की ओर से नगर हाई स्कूल के जो डॉक्टर हरी तो बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन और कांग्रेचुलेशन की। बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज किया। आज के महान मोती हमारे हम मिसाइल मैन और हमारे प्रेसिडेंट डॉक्टर अब्दुल कलाम की जीवनी पे उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा, स्पीकर स्वामी निखिलेश्वरानंद जी ने बहुत तरीके से उनकी जीवनी का लेखन किया। अपने साथ कैसे उनकी इंटरेक्शन हुई है, क्या बातें उनके साथ की थी, उनका सारा हमें उनका क्या रहा, क्या बातें उनकी रही, वो बहुत ही मोटिवेशन लगी। क्योंकि हमें ये जानना है कि हम, क्योंकि हमारे साथ शायद टीचर भी जुड़े होंगे तो टीचर भी है, तो ये कहना चाहता हूँ तो जो मेन सपना तो कहते थे देखो, मतलब उनका मतलब था ड्रीम 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 को ही हम कहाँ से कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। ड्रीम एक्शन इनटू कैरेक्टर, एक्शन इनटू हैबिट। अगर आप सपने देख से वही थॉट्स आपके मन में आएंगे, थॉट से ही हमारे आहिस्ता आहिस्ता वो एक्शन बनेगी, हमारी हैबिट्स बनेगी, हैबिट्स के साथ साथ हमारा वो कैरेक्टर, यानी उसी के साथ हमें एक सक्सेसफुल बात का निर्माण कर सकते हैं। तो ये एक बहुत ही ये अच्छा। साथ में इनका एक और बात थी कि स्मॉल एम इज क्राइम। स्मॉल एम का मतलब ये है कि आप आपका जो दायरा है आपने एकदम बड़ा एम सोचना, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा बिल्कुल छोटा एम भी नहीं सोचना। आप बड़ा एम सोचोगे तो कुछ ना कुछ आप कुछ हद तक उसको पूरा करने के लिए आप उसको पूरा कर पाएंगे। तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा आज के दिन उनको याद किया गया और बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया। मैं जहाँ के जो वासुदेव जी हैं और उनके साथ जिन्होंने भी इनको कोलैबोरेशन करके जो इनका प्रोग्राम ये बहुत अच्छा ऑर्गेनाइज किया, उनको मुबारकबाद देना चाहूँगा। और चंद्रमौली जोशी जी और संदीप स्वामी निखिलेश्वर आनंद जी को एक बार फिर से दोबारा कांग्रेचुलेट करना चाहता हूँ, थैंक करना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने बहुत ही सुंदर तरीके से इतना अच्छा मंत्रमुग्ध एक वाणी उनका जो लेक्चर चल रहा था, तो ऐसे मंत्रमुग्ध हो गया था, बहुत सुनने का मन करता जा रहा था कि रुकने का नाम ना लें। तो अगेन कांग्रेचुलेशन टू ऑल, थैंक यू सर। थैंक यू संदीप जी।
थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच कुलदीप सर।
हाँ, कुछ सुनाई दिया सर? सुनाई दिया नहीं?
यस सर, यस सर।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है।
क्योंकि 2G में बैठा हुआ था, इसमें सुनाई दिया नहीं दिया, मैं इसलिए थोड़ा सा पीछे हट रहा था, क्या पता बीच में डिस्कनेक्ट ना हो जाऊं। ठीक है सर। मैं ऐसे और बहुत ही अच्छी प्रेरणा मिली और बहुत ही अच्छा स्वामी निखिलेश्वर जी ने बहुत अच्छे तरीके से इतना मजेदार, मन कर रहा था कि और का सत्संग टाइप लगा था। और उनकी जीवन बहुत ही हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई सबको साथ लेके चले, विदाउट एनी कास्ट कलर क्रीड, सब ने उनको चाहा। और क्यों उनको चाहा? ग्रेट पर्सनैलिटी के कारण और उनका एक ग्रेट काम के कारण। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर। एक क्वेश्चन है त्रिपमा झा, आप पूछ सकते हैं, अनम्यूट कीजिए अपने आप को। क्या क्वेश्चन आपका पूछिए। त्रिपमा झा, अनम्यूट कीजिए अपने आप को और क्वेश्चन पूछिए। चैट बॉक्स में भी आप दे सकते हैं आपका क्वेश्चन क्या है। तो त्रिपर्णा झा, ठीक है वसुदेव सर, हम वोट ऑफ थैंक्स की ओर चलते हैं।
हाँ 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 जी सर।
त्रिपर्णा झा जी, आप पूछिए, आपका क्या क्वेश्चन है। आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं अपने आप को।
पे लिखा है
ठीक है सर, वोट ऑफ थैंक्स की ओर चलिए वसुदेव सर।
जी सर। सर एक अनाउंसमेंट है, दोनों लिंक अब एक्टिव है। तो जो फीडबैक और ई क्विज का जो आज का वो अभी एक्टिव है, यही बताना।
वो फिर से एक बार शेयर कीजिए सर चैट बॉक्स में दोनों लिंक।
ओके सर, डाल रहा हूं।
हाँ, सोनू वर्मा, सनु वर्मा, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ। वोट ऑफ थैंक्स किसे दिया है वसुदेव सर?
मुरली सर नहीं आए हैं सर। आप ही कर दीजिए।
आज के इस वेबिनार के माध्यम से हम हमारे मिसाइल मैन डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम जी की 89th बर्थ एनिवर्सरी के इस मौके पर आज हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे थे। ये जो वर्कशॉप है नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ टीचर साइंटिस्ट मालदा डिस्ट्रिक्ट वेस्ट बंगाल एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ यंग साइंटिस्ट इंडिया और सेवा हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए थे हमारे चीफ गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर स्वामी निखिलेश्वरानंद जी महाराज, अध्यक्ष रामकृष्ण आश्रम राजकोट गुजरात। उसी के साथ हमारे साथ जुड़े थे डॉक्टर चंद्रमौली जोशी सर, जो कि चेयरमैन है नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ टीचर साइंटिस्ट एंड आल्सो चेयरमैन ऑफ एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ यंग साइंटिस्ट इंडिया। इन्होंने बहुत कीमती वक्त हमारे लिए यहाँ पर निकाला और आप आए। स्वामी जी ने भी बहुत बढ़िया एक्सपीरियंस हमारे साथ साइंटिस्ट इंडिया एंड नेशनल काउंसिल इस वर्कशॉप का आयोजन करने वाले हमारे स्टेट डायरेक्टर श्री वसुदेव जी कमिलिया सर वेस्ट बंगाल एंड हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर जो कि मालदा से हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर वेस्ट बंगाल से जॉइन किया, इसकी प्लानिंग की गई, तो आपका भी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर। इस वर्कशॉप के माध्यम से हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए वेस्ट बंगाल के अलग अलग प्रांत से आए हुए हमारे सभी आदरणीय टीचर्स, बाल वैज्ञानिक, अलग अलग प्रांतों से यहाँ पे शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि आपने अपना कीमती वक्त, सभी आदरणीय स्टेट डायरेक्टर्स, अलग अलग डिस्ट्रिक्ट से आए हुए स्टेट के हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट डायरेक्टर्स, सभी को मैं शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ, आपने अपना कीमती वक्त यहाँ पर दिया। So बताऊं, दोनों लिंक एक्टिव हो चुकी है। आज के इस मौके पर जो हमने क्विज शुरू किया है तो वह भी लिंक एक्टिव हो चुकी है और फीडबैक लिंक जो आज के वर्कशॉप थी वो भी दी गई है। आप उस माध्यम से जुड़िए और सभी टीचर्स से अनुरोध है कि आप नेशनल काउंसिल ऑफ टीचर साइंटिस्ट से भी जुड़िए और जो ड्रीम्स हम साकार करने का काम कर रहे हैं हमारे डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम जी का, तो उसमें अपना भी आप शेयर कीजिए। और इसी के साथ यह वेबिनार यहीं पे हम एंड करते। नमस्कार सभी को, थैंक यू टू ऑल, थैंक यू सभी का।